Yo guys, welcome to the last lap.
Don't forget to drop a lovely, juicy 5-star rating if you're watching on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it.
If it was up to us, three as individuals, to put together, and you can't just say all McLaren, to put together
You got me. Oh my God.
our perfect team. So one driver, two driver, team principal, maybe pit crew, maybe strategists,
Okay.
maybe even livery, based off what we think we're going to see in 23. Who would we go with? I guess let's start with the more mundane stuff. Who are we picking for pit stop? Because your boys dropped quickest pit stop in 2022, didn't they?
Legendary stuff. They've been in the gym, creatine, all of that. Bigger wheels. I was shocked.
Get the
I was
drug
like, you
tests
lot
out,
are on
man.
smoke. I don't know what's going on there. You lot are doing crazy pit stops. Like,
Liver King.
obviously, I'm going to pick. Can I pick McLaren for this one?
can
I'm
pick-
gonna be
you're
biased.
allowed to pick McLaren.
I
That's
want
fine.
McLaren.
That's
Obviously,
fine.
I could pick Red Bull, but they're the two that was outstanding this season. Those two teams.
They seem to have
Stops.
the it's Red Bull and McLaren, isn't it?
And it was a big change as well because the tires and the wheels were much bigger.
Yep. Yeah.
So they were much heavier. A lot of teams that were quite good last year kind of fell off. But
Getting some
clearly,
1.9 still is crazy at this point.
I would still go Red Bull just because consistently
I
they
was
were
about
still
to
really
say,
quick.
how much?
I think-
you see the top 10? It's just Sergio Perez.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez.
I was
Sergio Perez.
about to
quickest
say,
stop.
like, McLaren obviously have that number one spot, and it's definitely between them and Red Bull, but Red Bull consistently, like, every single pit stop's like a 2.2.
Yeah.
Like, 2.3, 2.2, 2.4.
That Milton Keynes
1.9.
gyms, they've been in them.
That's all that's in Milton Keynes, bro. That's all they can do.
Just
There's
gyms.
there's no distraction.
Gyms and roundabouts.
That's it.
Fitness on the roundabouts, man. Just riding in circles.
In the middle of the roundabout, just doing...
Yeah, so I'm going for McLaren pit stop.
Right.
You're
Stra-
going
strategy? Who
say Ferrari.
I was going to say, yeah, it's Ferrari.
who drops the bomb least
Drop the...
from a strategy?
I don't think
point of view?
McLaren have been great strategy-wise in the last couple of years.
I don't think. Maybe obviously it's always working with the driver as well as just making an objectively correct call. I think Mercedes are a bit wobbly on the old strategy front as well. To be honest, I think they were so good in that dominant era that they, I'd argue, maybe got a bit complacent. There's
think
been
they
quite
just-
a few times where they've not,
Yeah.
like them and Lewis just not seeing eye to eye. Them and George not seeing eye to eye.
Yeah. I feel like they don't listen to their drivers that much. I feel like we
Yeah,
constantly get a situation where Lewis is
exactly.
kind of like, yeah, I want to do this. And the team are like,
Which is
nah,
part of
you're doing
strategy. Like
this.
if it's part of your strategic decision making has to be listening to the drivers.
Yeah, the
be honest-
drivers are the ones out there. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly, and we saw with George when he was at Williams, he was dictating the strategy quite a lot. So then he went into Mercedes. He was like, "What the hell are you guys doing?"
Yeah.
And a lot of the times he was like, "Can I do this?" And they were like, "No." And they're like, "But this is the right strategy." So
Why I want to play?
I don't know. Maybe you get a bit, maybe you get a bit complacent when your car's fast.
That's
When
what
your
I
car's
mean.
so fast
So I
down
wouldn't
the
pick
road-
Mercedes.
I wouldn't pick Mercedes just because
Who am I even picking
I
for
don't know,
this?
man. I'm not picking Ferrari. I'll tell you.
I'm not yeah, okay. We're definitely not picking Ferrari. I think Red Bull are obviously a shout, but they've also made some blunders that I think would have been capitalized upon more if Ferrari knew what the fuck they were doing.
Do you know who I'm picking? True. I'm picking Aston Martin.
I was thinking about
Because Aston Martin, yeah, they've got a terrible quality car. How much places do they make up? with just
Stroll
their strategy?
and Vettel, the amount of overtakes that they make in 22, they were like two of the highest.
The only thing was, did the Vettel in Abu Dhabi strategy
Yeah, that
was a
wasn't
little
great.
bit mad, but that is about it. That is about it. to be
They
fair.
rolled the
They were
dice.
like sayonara. You're
They rolled the
like, let's
dice.
give you a bad strategy.
They
think
rolled
they-
the dice
yeah.
for no reason because he was already. I think it was almost like they
No,
were
but-
already in a good place. They were like, "What the fuck do we do
I
now?"
think they thought they had to roll the dice because they had to get a certain, like they had to get at
Certain
least
points,
6 points, I think, which obviously for Aston Martin was always going to be difficult. So I think they rolled the dice, anticipating that they'd have to. If they had played it conservative, they would have got the points in the end.
Yeah.
But they
The obvious choice is Red Bull, obviously.
the obvious choice.
the obvious choice is Red Bull, but I still think there's a couple mistakes in there every now and again.
Yeah, I mean Haas did over Mick quite a bit as well.
Yeah, I hear
Oh,
that.
what was that?
Martin's
What was that
shout.
strategy Mick had in Spain? That was horrible. Horrible.
Mate,
I felt so bad for him.
there were a few times where they completely pulled the rug out of him. I'm trying to just think of anyone other than Red Bull who's really.
I couldn't tell you a
shone.
single Alfa Romeo strategy. This year.
McLaren of like
McLaren, sometimes we like whoever won like
it's.
I was like, oh my god,
it's all
type
or
of
nothing.
strategy.
And then sometimes it's
Then
like
sometimes it's like why? Well, why have
there's
we
no
not done this?
consistency there.
I just think Red Bull have had every team's had issues, but I
Yeah.
think Red Bull is the team that you would
100%.
trust
You'd want to, yeah.
most as
But
a
to be
driver.
different, I'm going to go Aston Martin as well.
Yeah,
That's a good shout.
I was saying Aston Martin.
Cool. All right. Reserve driver. Who's back up?
So can this be anyone, or does it have to be someone who's a reserve driver right now?
I think.
I bring some ghosts.
No, you know what? I think reserve driver. Let's just pick anyone who
Anyone
could be.
Oh, young driver.
You
Don't
can't
be
pick,
under
like-
21, maybe. I don't know.
Mika Hakkinen probably wouldn't. I know he's still on
Yeah,
sabbatical.
in the
but-
He's on sabbatical.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
I mean, you could go for it if you really.
Could you imagine he just like next year was just like, I'm back. That's it. This is my sabbatical's over.
He's
I'm
like,
ready.
it says in my contract I'm still a McLaren driver. I'm just on sabbatical.
Got like
Bye.
West at the top of it.
One of you guys need to leave.
I patted him on the shoulder at F1 Arcade. I was really drunk.
So
Oh,
good, actually,
wow.
go to that.
I called him a
But
legend.
he's
called him a legend.
He's a legend.
That legend. And he was
He's
like
gonna love that.
terrified, probably.
Don't touch me.
You can smell the Jaeger in your breath.
Probably. Yeah. No, what was I drinking? Gin, lemonade. I
Oh
think it
wow,
was, Yeah.
you sophisticated boy.
Gin and juice.
Sipping on gin and juice.
That's it. Who's reserve? Who's
Who's
reliable backup when the vid comes to play, and then you've got a.
I think you've got to sing the famous Polish driver's name right now.
That one.
Yeah.
Robert Kubica
Kubica?
brings the bag, which
Does bring the bag.
is a factor.
That is a factor
The
actually.
all in money.
Yeah.
And how important is it for a reserve driver to be good versus how important it is that they bring in money that can make the team better?
Yeah. Because ultimately they're not exactly going to drive very often if you're a reserve driver.
That's it.
If the COVID comes in, then yeah, you might do one race. But
People always pick like, I even do this on F1 Manager, like, let me just get the best driver possible in the reserves.
That's young.
And he's never going to drive. So what's the point of me having some like extraordinary driver there that's going to probably threaten
They'll
my
be
other drivers?
demoralised and they won't want to.
yeah.
I'm thinking.
Can you not choose Hulkenberg because he's actually on the grid this year?
No, they can't. No,
Yeah.
He's a number one driver.
Yeah, he's actual driver, isn't he?
Yeah.
Number one,
No,
number
you know
two.
what? I'm gonna say someone from F2 who I think's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Tad Pusher. I think Tad Pusher was very unfortunate this year. Or maybe Jack Doohan, actually. No, Jack Doohan.
You pick Jack Doohan?
Jack Doohan.
I'm picking Ayuma Awasa.
Baller. Very quick in 20.
Unbelievable. I still
he's
think
a
about
baller.
that France drive.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
unbelievable stuff.
Walked it. Which
Walked
is
it.
very difficult to do. Works on his consistency. I think he'll be right up there
Yeah.
at 23. Okay, Doohan Awasa.
I'm stealing him from Red Bull, even though he just signed for them. I'm having Zayn Maloney, mate. For the pure reason that he's from Barbados.
Yeah.
And that's wavy.
Yeah.
So
I love that.
And he
love
was
that.
cooking end of last
he
season.
was cooking.
I was like,
Mate,
what is he
if he'd
doing
not
right
had
now?
like as many incidents at the start of F3 season last year, he wins the championship.
Mid-season, he wasn't even in the top 10.
Yeah.
He was nowhere near. And then all of a
Nowhere
sudden,
near.
like when it was like Monza and Hungary and that, I was like, where's this guy come from?
After burners were switched on.
Yeah.
I like that. It's a good shout.
Cool. Good stuff from us.
I think he's back in Barbados now because I follow him on Instagram and I saw him post like yesterday.
Easy for some,
Back
innit?
home. What a life, man.
Wish I was from.
Bet it's not snowing over there.
Definitely not.
All right, livery. Livery. Obviously, we don't know what 23 livery, but based off what we saw this year, what would your livery be?
You know what?
Maybe also it could be a livery. Maybe it could be an F2 team livery. Maybe why not? Let's spread it outside of F1. What livery would you want to see on your car?
I'm not even going F2. I'm going to put the McLaren Arrows IndyCar livery.
Oh,
But that's better than the McLaren livery.
I like. Yeah,
Yeah, I hear that. That's actually good. That's a good.
That's
shout.
a good one.
facts. I agree. That's a
They've got
great
some good liveries over there in IndyCar.
They do.
Yeah. I'm
bangers.
going for one of the past.
Ooh.
Back today.
Go on.
Oh, go on.
It's going to be orange as well. Orange arrows, mate. Woo! We're bringing them back. The waviest, not even wavy, but just like most standout livery ever. 1000%.
Okay, so can we do old liveries?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, man,
I'm going old.
whatever,
For the feds.
whatever.
I might go for that Jaguar HSBC
Oh,
livery.
it was
Green one.
between,
Okay.
Old school.
serious.
Nah. Okay. I'm going JGTC, now known as Super GT, not Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Castrol,
viewers.
Supra, Toms.
Okay, now we're just going crazy. That is amazing, bro. That is
Bruv, that
went deep
that
in his bag
Castrol
right there.
livery would look mad on an F1
fuck
car.
it. Repsol from MotoGP. Slap that on a Formula One car.
Mate, that look unreal.
That would look unreal.
It would look sick.
That would look nuts. That livery would be
Should I do McLaren bias and just say I want a West livery combined with
that's the greatest.
you know,
That's actually the greatest.
that's
That's the goat. That's the goat.
Marlboro.
Marlboro. Not combined.
original-
Half the car. One side is
Like
West,
VAR
one side is
did.
Marlboro.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, they allow drivers to change their helmet designs all the time. now. I'm
No,
sure, I'm
one
sure
thing
they'd
I
allow
want
that.
McLaren to do, if you're watching this, guys, put the names on the side of the car now. Now. I've had enough.
Yeah, because
I need to see Norris. No, put the first name. Oscar Lando on the side of the car.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay, they
yeah,
used
that
to do
works.
that in
Yeah.
it with the
That
yeah.
works.
That's gas. That would
Yeah.
be so sick.
same number of
Even
letters
for
as well.
one race, please.
Yeah, same 5 letters each as well. That kind of works.
Yeah, that's cool.
They put
important
bloody
from a
Juan
designer's
Pablo
point of
Montoya
view.
on the side of the car. So 5 letters is fine.
Yeah, but they didn't have his whole name.
Yeah, I know, but still, I was like, that's a long one. Just put
Imagine
it.
they carried on like Hekiko over line just on the side of the car the whole.
They just run out of space. You know when
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you write something, you have to write the letters really small at
Yeah,
the end
the
because you don't
end.
have enough
Can't
space.
see it. Come on. Can't see anything.
Hekiko.
Okay, team principal.
Gone to Steiner. Vibes.
That would be banner.
Vibes.
It would be Banner. Would it
I
be
get-
successful?
I get it exclusive on his book as well.
Yeah, survive
So
to drive.
it's Survive to Drive. Easy, bro.
Oh, yeah, I need that book.
I need that book
need that
yesterday.
right now.
So picking out of the current
Crop.
crop of team principals. Seidel. I love him.
Just rubbed it in his face there.
I know.
That's outrageous. I wouldn't have
I know.
Well,
That's-
breakdown
that's a
right now.
Salting wound. But I'm going Seidel.
I'm going Christian Horner.
Very, yeah.
I need
He's
a
the
guy-
one that you want if you need backing in
Yeah.
any situation. Do you know what I mean?
I need my team principal to back my drivers no matter what, even if they're wrong. Don't matter.
You could have run someone over. Christian Horner will be like, yeah, but should he have been underneath the car? You know.
Yeah, Christian Horner's like, if the streets made a team principal.
The streets.
But he set up Arden in his back garden.
Is that why he called
What?
it Arden?
No, but I just realised that right.
That's crazy.
He set up Arden in his back garden, and within 8 years, took him to like one of the
One F3000.
Yeah. This man, this
No,
that
I'm
man's-
bringing them in.
Yeah,
I'm bringing
fair,
them in.
fair.
We need someone that's hated.
Sometimes you got to embrace it, ain't you?
Yeah, 100%.
My team. Can we do team names as well? By the way, my team name's Vibes GP because I've got Gunter Steiner. I've got a Don from Barbados. We're going on the sickest holidays, bro. Season ends, off season.
Yeah, man, your off-season party.
We're going Caribbean
You're
boat
off-season team.
Yeah, that's it.
The whole season's geared up to go on the off-season.
Yeah, on Vibes.
Headquarters in Gibraltar.
No, Panama. Needs to be a tax haven.
Yes, true.
Tax haven.
Yeah, no tax. We're not paying no tax, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
None.
Okay. Team principal's done. Yeah. Okay. Team name.
Or not. Oh, so team name. Don't even know. The Slayers.
The Slaters.
The Slayers.
Was
Yeah, you do EastEnders.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The Slayers.
Phil.
Whatever. No,
Dave
Got
Gumfrey.
nothing left.
the Ian Beals. The Beals. That's it.
I've got the Toms to our livery,
Toms.
so.
Oh, that works. That just works. Get
That's
a
what I
deal
mean. It
with-
just works. man.
Yeah. That's good branding, is what that is.
It is.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's good from you.
All right.
Get the cat from Tom and Jerry on the side.
Yeah.
Driver lineup.
It has to be current grid.
Current grid. 2 drivers who will work together. Important.
That's not the idea I had.
You can't. You can't. Well, you can. You're entitled. But the 2 drivers that you would choose, if you had free choice.
See, look, I'm a bit of a radical team principal, CEO actually, and I just want chaos.
Okay.
So
In your own
I would
team.
have Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen.
Yeah. That's
Imagine.
That would be chaos.
Imagine. That would be amazing.
I'm getting P1. I'm leaving with something. I don't know who's getting P1.
P1 or nothing.
P1 or nothing.
P1 or nothing.
HR's going to have a
no
record
number one-
amount of complaints.
No number one driver. That's the first line in their
You
contracts.
can't do any team meets because the Verstappen and Hamilton fans will just be fighting each other.
Oh.
You can't.
And I'll tell them, do you want to win constructors or what? Guys, care about the team.
You can have a grandstand like you got the grandstand like Austria where
Yeah.
it's just all the like you couldn't have an equivalent of that because it'd just be everyone
Just half
infighting.
orange, half silver.
Mate,
Just be a brawl immediately.
Just throwing smoke bombs at each other.
yeah.
that would be incredible. It'd be like Arsenal fan. It's like Wenger in, Wenger out. It'd be like that.
Yeah. That
kind
would
of
be
dynamic.
ridiculous.
It would be lovely. We need that chaos.
Be lovely,
Sometimes we need chaos in F1. Like, I'm so looking forward to Alpine next season. I need that.
That's it.
The fact that these two drivers' parents can't be at the paddock at the same time. What?
Really?
Yeah, I heard that they have to go on separate days.
Really?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Aye, F1 parents.
Because they're beefing each other.
Mess.
They're beefing each other.
Oh, come on.
Allegedly.
That comes from the parents, allegedly.
From like karting days or whatever.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Who's going to keep saying allegedly?
This is all alleged. That's
Hopefully they're fine. No.
Well, you'd hope they can put it behind them and not,
Yeah, but yeah.
in my garage.
son's careers.
So for my driver pairing, I want chaos and excellence. So,
Okay.
Lewis and Max.
What are you saying?
Oh, flipping it.
It's tough, isn't it?
It's tough out here. Listen, right, so it's Vibes F1 settings.
I think I know who I'm going to go for.
I'm sure.
It's a bit off-piste, but I think in terms of working together really well to extract everything they can from a competitive package, bring back Lando. Lando Norris.
That would work.
Carlos Sainz.
Yeah,
I think Carlos has got more to show. I think Lando's got more to show. I think they work together really well. I think even when push comes to shove, I think they could find a way more than most teammate pairings could make to make it work. So Lando.
Lando's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Lando, bring it back.
I think for me, given the nature of my team, I'm going to have to go for two individuals that know what to do when they're in Barbados. Yeah.
You're just pinning your whole team.
Vibes.
The
GP.
headquarters is going to be there. No, actually, no. It needs to be low tax, doesn't it? Yeah.
Remember the paddock back in the day, Red Bull, when they first came in?
Yeah.
They were just playing like electronica music all day long.
Yeah.
All day. Yeah.
Doom, whatever.
Who are these uncouth team who've turned up? All this snobbery around F1.
Actually, that's another thing. Sponsorship. We're going to do a little deal with Red Bull, for their engines or powertrains, whatever. We're going to run them if they sponsor us, and then I'll get Jägermeister as well to sponsor too. So 3 Jäger bombs for everyone in the paddock. It's sorted.
That's Super GT's dream. Man. Big up, Steve.
I think it's my second drive. I'm going to go with Lando.
Yeah.
Because I think as a raver, I think he's pretty solid there.
DJ now, isn't it?
DJ is...
He is multifaceted.
DJ for the part. Oh my...
He's the DJ and he's the nightclub photographer.
It works.
Yeah. Oh my
There you go.
days.
Ticks every box.
This is vibesgp.jpg. It's going to go
Claim that Instagram account right now.
right now.
Claim
I
it.
better
I
not
know you're
exist.
watching.
I better not exist.
Have a word.
And then there's a second driver. Who else? Who else is like a...
Who would complement Lando?
Who would compliment
That's
Lando?
the thing. That's where
In the rave?
In the rave.
yeah, him and Max get along well.
Yeah, I always see them in the
I
club.
was thinking that, yeah. And for sporting excellence as well, that would be kind of crazy.
I think they would.
And hear this, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
it's like an onion. There's like layer after layer.
oh my,
Keep going.
this is nuts. So obviously Lando come off the back of driving in an orange car
Okay.
at McLaren.
Yeah.
Max Verstappen's branding, it is orange.
Yeah.
My car is orange, bro. Orange arrows.
Oh.
There's no need for anyone to change any branding at
Lando
all.
always jokes about that. It's like, oh, the McLaren fans here today.
Yeah, it's
Austria.
Zandvoort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is from McLaren, guys. Not
Yeah.
Orange Army.
Sorted, yeah. Lando and Max, that's what I'm going for.
That would be a
For pure vibe.
tasty. Well, there was.
And also ability.
Red Bull did kind of try and court Lando, didn't they?
Many a time. So
Maybe one day it will happen. We'll see. Well, I mean, I think they're pretty,
it might happen.
pretty solid teams, I'd say.
But that's solid teams.
Yeah.
Those are crazy.
Decent. All right, okay.
My
Moving on.
Christmas party is the best out of the lot, though. I'm telling you facts.
We're going to your Christmas party.